Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this presentation on an inspiring faith-based environmental innovation to GSS cheerful market. Rooted in Islamic values and environmental responsibility, this initiative represents a unique synergy between waste management, charity, and community involvement. As we know, Indonesia generates more than 65 million tons of waste annually, contributing to significant environmental and health problems. Governmental efforts alone are insufficient. Islam, through the values of stewardship and moderation, encourages us to act responsibly toward nature. The GSS movement addresses this by transforming waste into a means of sedekah, charitable giving. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the visual or process diagram of waste to voucher and to vegetables. The Gerakan Sedekah Sampah or waste donation movement encourages residents to donate recyclable waste. In return, these receive market vouchers redeemable for vegetables. This closed-loop initiative links ecological action with social benefits and spiritual growth. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a visual infographic of the process: waste sorting, pyrolysis, resale, and food distribution. Donated waste is sorted. Plastics are either sold or processed into fuel through pyrolysis, and paper is sold to collectors. The proceeds are used to purchase vegetables, which are then distributed free of charge during the Sunday morning market at Ahmad Dahlan Mosque. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is visual of chart of vegetable package growth, participants, photos, and testimonials. Over than 200 participants join regularly, and the number continues to grow. The program has strengthened community engagement, encouraged eco-friendly behaviors, and empowered halal certified local traders. Ladies and gentlemen, this is visual of hadith and Quranic quotes, image of religious study and waste education. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam emphasized cleanliness and care for the earth. By integrating these teachings into environmental education, the GSS program inspires long-lasting behavioral change and deepens ecological consciousness among participants. Ladies and gentlemen, now we want to show you the visual of icons and brief descriptions of key challenges: infrastructure, education, and volunteer fatigue. Despite its success, challenges remain, such as limited recycling infrastructure and the need for continuous education. Volunteer fatigue is also a concern. Sustainable collaborations with local authorities and private stakeholders is vital. Ladies and gentlemen, this visual of maps of Southeast Asia community models from Bangladesh and Pakistan. The GSS model is cost-effective and inclusive, making it highly applicable in other urban and peri-urban mosques. Similar Islamic micro-enterprise initiatives have succeeded across South Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, I would like to conclude that the GSS Cheerful Market demonstrated how Islamic principles can be integrated into environmental and economic actions. It redefines waste as an opportunity for spiritual growth, environmental care, and community welfare. The last, we extend our gratitude to Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta and all community members who have contributed to this meaningful initiative. Together, we can build a greener and more compassionate ummah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.